Hello Internet, welcome back to our Apartment Rat series. Feeling a little bit better, still not feeling super good. Feeling a little sick today, but I think I got my head on right. I spent a little time sitting downstairs with my dogs. Nobody else is home, so made sure they put them out, that kind of stuff. Just hanging around my dogs always makes me feel better. We got that first dog. I thought it would be like having a therapy animal. I don't think I've ever talked about where I got my dogs or my pets. So this is the marijuana basement. So we have 2 dogs and a cat. Our first dog was my brother's dog, and then they had a house fire, and they had to stay in a hotel where they couldn't keep animals. And so we just sort of picked him up because historically our family only gets animals when other people abandon their animals. And granted, in this situation, it was a little beyond their control. They couldn't exactly, there's no way around it. They just could not have an animal in that particular building. Love when people put fridges in front of their bathrooms. Makes a lot of sense. And so he came to live with us for a little while. That's a pretty big horde. What the heck is that? Slavering biter. We fought one of them before. It really tore us up and ended up causing us quite a lot of bleed damage. And since I'm thinking about it, I want to pick up the bandages from our vehicle because the character in my other playthrough died because he didn't have bandages and because I'm dumb. So, gonna try to keep our character alive here. Drop everything but the bandages. Any of this we don't need. We don't need the multi-tool. Don't really need the pocket knife either, but I guess we'll hang on to it because I'm not sure what butchering the toolbox has. We'll just head back out. A little dangerous to be poking around during the day. What in God's name is this? A mall. Oh, man. So, a mall. So, I just did a mall playthrough. Like 2 weeks ago. You can check the channel if you're interested in seeing it. The mall has some really good stuff in it. Mostly materials, so lots of clothing, lots of leather from the playthrough I found, nice knives, possibly bookstores, lots of pizza shops and perishable foods, cakes, things like that. Maybe we should look through this. Now, it's not going to have a lot of stuff that we really need. There's not going to be... because there's really nothing that we need. We have lots of tools. We have lots of... our gear is going to be better than what we find there. But it's going to have a lot of food, and there could be a bookstore in the mall, which would be highly, highly valuable for us to pick up some of the books that we're missing. I just don't know. It's a little weird. There's a Last Man on Earth shelter right in the middle of a town. Doesn't seem like the optimal place to build that. Man, do I want to check the mall? That's a tough one, actually. Because I'd rather press on and just go look for labs. How about this? We'll drive up here, and we'll see what's here, and we'll try to see what's here. Hopefully it's within range. And if neither of those are labs, we'll come back, and then tonight we'll head into the mall. We'll just check the second floor of the mall. The ground floor has too many spawns in it, monster spawns, and not really enough loot to make it very worthwhile. So we're not super interested in the first floor, but we will check the second floor. We'll do a quick sweep for food and for books, and if there's anything else, we'll grab that as well. But mostly I would be looking for books and perishable foods. Like I think we found like 10. Okay, so that one's an evac shelter. What is this? Hub 01. I have no idea what that is. No idea what a hub is. Hub is a city in Fallout. One of the Fallout games, the hub. What are you? We're going to walk over there. A little dangerous to walk through the woods. A little dumb even to walk through the woods, but I think we're strong enough that we'd be okay. Grim Howler. Those are the upgraded wolves, so that's going to come over here and make trouble for us. Hear an ear-piercing howl. Yep. Could you come? There you go. Okay, so nice and easy. Thought it was going to deal a lot of cut damage, which would have been bad. We're going to pick up some aspirin as well to take with us in case we get injured. In fact, we'll take 10 aspirin and we'll take the first aid kit. This is going to limit the stuff we can carry back, but ultimately it affords us a lot of protection. We'll close that up to make sure nothing... I was literally about to say so that nothing gets in our vehicle, but obviously that didn't work. Are there more of you? They usually travel in packs, but I didn't see any more. Let's turn on safe mode so we'll get a little bit of a heads up. Rattlesnake, are you hostile? That's the wrong button. It's tracking. I think that means if it gets close, it'll become hostile. We're just going to leave it alone. We're going to head through the woods. Grim Howler. So there are more. Let's fight it before it catches us in a rough spot. These are actually going down pretty easily. I thought they'd be a lot tougher than that. We're going to head through the woods. Hopefully there's no Jabberwockies. They're the only thing. Jabberwock is like the only thing I'm really afraid of in the woods. Spiders are also not ideal. So here we have a little bit of dead area of the fort. Oh, it's right here. I didn't think it was this close. So this is the dead area of the forest. Pretty recently changed so that forests look a little bit more natural. They have dead areas, burnt areas, things like that. What the heck is this building? Hub. It's very large. Oh, there's an NPC. Oh, the intercom. Hub. Maybe it's the housing. What's the... Or is that HUD? Housing of Urban Development. Where was the intercom? 1 over. Are we ugly? I usually take ugly. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything here because we don't have good skills for socializing because I view socializing as one of the most useless. Oh my god. Uh-oh. What? That's the Kraken. It's this thing. What in God's name is that? Amoebic mold. A formless slime mold the size of a cow. Crusty bits of cytoplasm fall away as it oozes across the ground. NR031 dispatch. We saw one of these in our lab playthrough. This is the... I think it's... Where does it say? EMPs. I think it mentions tear gas or something in there. We really don't want to mess with that. And it's tracking. It doesn't seem to be hostile. But we really don't want to be near it. The Krek I could care less about. Or the Kraken I could care less about. I think oh my god. I think Krakens by default are not hostile. Some military gear would be really nice. Oh, a lot of these corpses. Flashlight. Gear, just clothes. But a sleeping bag might be handy. Clock 19 could be useful. Heat pack. So there is some stuff up here. Military rucksack. So it looks like this might have been an NPC. No, it's listed as old. So it looks like just maybe survivor stuff. We might go up there depending on how brave I feel and whether or not that thing is hostile. So where's the intercom? Is it in there? Open? Did that... Okay, I don't know what that sound means. I don't... Oh, the gate's open. Was the gate open a minute ago? There's nothing here. Is there stuff here? This is weird. I don't know what this is. I keep hearing music cues. I guess because we're seeing the robot. I think we have one of these, but we'll take it. Is this the intercom? Oh. Hold there. I don't know how you got access to this location, but you are coming no further. How is it in there? Just leave. Wait, maybe I can help you. I have another job for you. You mean... Okay. Want to hear about it? Sure. One of our scientists recently left the lab to perform a field test on a prototype robot, but failed to return and has not been heard since. Yeah, about that. Investigate the test and return with her and the prototype. Failing that, return with the data recorder that was attached to the prototype. I'll do it, but I'm not actually going to do it. I'll be back soon. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm pretty sure that would require us to fight this robot, which is a dark red text. So we're going to leave. Looks like an NPC settlement. I never play with NPCs, so this is all pretty much new to me. It's interesting. It's very interesting, but I don't know that I'm interested in that just now. I'm not really equipped to fight a giant tank robot that is, you know, probably going to murder me. Same with collecting that gear up there. It just doesn't feel very safe to go close to the robot. Just because it wasn't currently attacking us does not mean that it's friendly. For all we know, it was just attacking the things around it and would have turned its attention to us as soon as it was finished. So we really don't want to mess with that. That's interesting, though. That's very interesting. What is this asterisk? Oh, I bet that's the quest marker. So maybe it wasn't that robot. Well, let's head down there and see what robot we're talking about. Maybe it's something we could kill. Actually, before we do that, let's get our guns out. Let's look at our inventory. We do have the rifle on us. We're going to drop everything we don't need. The first aid kit, the wrench. Anything else we can drop? I guess not. We will pick up... where did I put the shotgun? Let's go capital V, Remington. Of course, it doesn't clear your filter. No Remington. Even though I explicitly remember picking it up. Really? It's right there. Did I spell Remington wrong? I didn't. So why isn't it showing up in my list? Well, that time I used 2 M's. It's only 1 M. It's not showing up. So maybe this doesn't... So let's look for something else. Let's look for sledge. Okay, so it doesn't count items that are in cargo spaces. That's pretty kind of stupid, in my opinion. Reload the Remington, and we will wield the Storm, because hopefully we will be starting off pretty far away, and we could take a few... You know what? We're going to go right to the shotgun. That's dumb. We're going to go right to the shotgun. Let's head down here and see if we can kill us a robot. Let's try ourselves a little reverse here. Not exactly a K turn, but I'll take it. We're going to head back down this way. So I think if we don't die to this robot, I think we will take a moment. Giant bee. I think they're not hostile unless you get close to them. Oh God, it's dark red. Where is there a prototype robot? Oh, look at that thing. Look at this. That looks like something. What robot does that look like? Kind of looks like... So my first thought is the robot from the end of Quake 2. Has that weird little, like, swivel head thing. I don't know how to explain it. But I'm sure that this is a reference to a pop culture something. Single glowing eye of this robot surveys the landscape periodically as it performs the endless slaughter dictated by a misinterpreted and cruel routine. Between half-built plates, you can see the machinery and cables that animate it, and yet it moves deftly as it switches between one target and the next. So you made a murder robot, and then were surprised when it turned on you. Okay, so I don't want to shoot this. Well, I tried hitting it with our vehicle, but I'm a bad driver. Let's circle around. Give it a lot of space to circle. Is it dead? It's dead. Fantastic. So we'll stop here. And we'll make sure that nothing came off of our vehicle because there was some pretty damaged stuff before. Okay, everything looks intact. We need to repair that pretty soon. Where? There it is. Broken prototype. Prototype I/O recorder. Input output, I guess. Small transparent card was attached to the prototype robot's CPU. It might contain the data the intercom spoke of. Interesting. Very interesting. I didn't really think there were quests in Cataclysm. Please have a science ID card. Hub 01 environmental suit. Lightweight environmental suit worn by Hub personnel in their rare forays above ground. Colored brown and blue, the white seal of Hub 01 is embroidered on both of its upper arms. It requires a separate gas mask for full protection. That's really interesting. So is it like a vault situation? Is this a vault dweller type thing going on? Holster we will take, although we don't have any pistols with us. In fact, we're going to take all of this. Chest rig's pretty great, although it would conflict with... actually, it says the waist for some reason. Light vest covers the waist. I don't know. Or is on the waist layer. Pockets and straps. Basically, you hold a clip in that, or up to 2 clips, I believe. Can be activated to store... Okay, up to 4 clips, apparently. Used to be 2, I thought. But whatever. That's fine. We're definitely going to take all of this. Oh, and the pistol. I didn't even look at that. That's the same auto magnum that we found in the gun safe at the firing range. So we're just going to loot this corpse. Just a little bit of grave robbing. Not a lot. You know, it's called a windfall. Wow, it's 17 liters for an Oh, it is an environmental suit. Okay, so we'll leave that for the moment, and we'll go dump this stuff in the car. Actually, we're going to wear the holster and see what that conflicts with, if anything. Does not conflict. Awesome. We will activate the holster to holster the auto mag. So now we will have a gun on our person at all times. We will also wear the chest rig and see if that conflicts. Are we wearing compression underclothes? We are not, so that's a good additional small amount of protection. We will take off our underwear. We will wear the compression shorts and the compression top and just make sure none of those conflict again. Yep. Fantastic. Pretty great, actually, to find some of that stuff. And we will drop... Did I not just wear the chest rig? Okay. Well, it doesn't conflict with anything. We will activate the chest rig to store our M9 magazine. We'll drop the clothing that we don't really want. Like, I'm not going to wear the gas mask or environmental suit because I just don't care. The EMP grenades, pretty neat to find some EMP grenades. Could potentially use that to knock out the scary robot from up there to get access to some of that military gear, although there wasn't anything particularly enticing. Really. Can't we just wear it? Alright, let's wield it and carry it back. That's pretty neat, Sprite. It's a neat little tracksuit. Environmental suit. So go ahead and drop that, and we will go back to wielding the quarterstaff for the time being. I don't love having 2 guns on our person. The storm is just not super useful. So we're gonna head back up. We're gonna complete that quest. You know what? We're gonna take a moment to repair our vehicle because I think that I am dumb, and it's just a matter of time until we end up destroying our vehicle because I am dumb. So let's go ahead and see what is most in dire need of repair. The rams look okay. The front end looks okay. It was just these cargo spaces back here. Upgraded solar panel. Oh, we need our PBA mask for glare protection. We really don't want to lose any... Okay, it wasn't displaying the tiles for the spine of the vehicle. I thought we lost some solar panels. We really don't want to lose the solar panels. If you look here, we're getting... Once I upgraded them all, we were getting like 900 watts or 900 W, which is fantastic. It's more than the engine outputs. So we really wanted to keep those in good shape for as long as possible. It is also worth noting, I don't think I ever said this, but you can't repair storage batteries. You have to, the only way to get a fresh storage battery is to harvest it as fully healed or disassemble them and attempt to make new ones. But I don't trust I just don't trust our ability to do that safely. That bee was coming over here. Did you see that? It's taking a weirdly long time to repair that. Where'd the bee go? Oh, it's a giant wasp? I should swear I looked at it and it was a bee. Unless bees upgrade to wasps. Let's repair. Oh, we can't because it'll be dark. I was going to say, let's repair inside where it can't get to us. Let's try. So we're going to just go ahead and repair some of this stuff. Okay, so I think that we've repaired everything that we're going to repair. There's a giant wasp hovering around. Not a super big deal. We're going to drop this stuff. Drop the welder. And we're going to head back. We should eat and drink something. Which was the... This is food. Oh, I don't like that it stacks on top. I could swear that this was the food. Okay. So we'll eat the veggie pizzas, of course, because they're already old, which means they're past. I think halfway... so I think fresh is when something is more than... It doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't really know. But we ate enough. Why don't we drink something? Drink some of our clean water. And it's 11 a.m. We're going to head back up to the hub and see if we can complete this quest. Actually, let's look at our time. Yeah, we have time. So we're gonna head back up. Hear the engine start up. I repaired a lot of the vehicle. Mostly some of the frames were damaged. It was the cargo spaces that really took the most amount of time. They just seemed to take a really long time to we're going to turn off the recharger. I forgot about that. It took the longest time to repair the cargo spaces by far. And then the frames and boards and stuff were almost instant in how they were repaired. It says we're thirsty, but I just don't believe it. Close our vehicles so nothing unfortunate goes in there. We're going to head back through the woods again because we kind of want to keep eyes on that robot from a distance to make sure that it's not going to suddenly beeline at us. In fact, we're going to wield the shotgun. I should have brought the EMP grenades. Going to go back and grab the EMP grenades because that is a much more reliable way of dealing with a robot. Just grab those. We don't have a ton of space, but that's not a big deal. So we'll head back through the woods. Back through the woods. You know what's dumb? I forgot I was recording for a second and was like, I'm just going to be quiet because why am I talking to myself? Which is really dumb. So that thing is very dark red. Still haven't killed those things. Maybe it isn't hostile at all. Dispatch tracking. Ignoring. Okay, well, I'd rather not test the limits of that. So we're going to head down here again. We're going to turn in our quest. Beep. Intercom, don't you have a job to do? I found it, but I'm keeping it. I'll find you another one. Let's talk about... No, why would I keep it? Yep, here it is. Unfortunate, only the data was salvageable, but you have our thanks for returning it nonetheless. If you are interested, I have another job for you. How about some items as payment? Oh. Tab key to switch lists. Letters to pick items. Enter to finalize. Profit $10. Can I have that? Oh, so this is a trade menu. This is not... Okay, I don't want that. That's not... How is that a reward if I have to pay you for it? I don't really understand how that's payment for a job well done if I have to pay you. Especially considering it says $10. Is that all that was worth? I fought a freaking robot. Whatever, screw these people. Sure, here you go. You didn't give me anything. Thank you. So do you need something? Any job? What the hell were you testing out there? It was a modified Raytheon chassis with a custom AI. We hoped it would interact with the outside world for us, but you know how well it went. Shame about what happened with the evisceration and all. Well, did I ever tell you about that, or do you just kind of... I guess if they have the data from the machine. My response is an ellipsis. So do you need something? Sure, any other jobs? I have another job for you. Want to hear about it? Tell me about it. When the portal storms started, the government issued an evacuation order for critical Zedra personnel. Is it Zedra? I don't know. And sent convoys to retrieve them with our head of AI research among the recalled. Recently discovered that he died when the convoy transferring him was ambushed in the initial chaos, but his corpse and memory bionic might remain intact enough. Oh, my dogs are just barking and barking, and family doesn't care. They just let them bark and bark. His corpse and memory bionic might remain intact enough for us to extract valuable knowledge. We want you to travel to the location, make a copy of his bionic memory unit, and return it to us. Are there time limits on these? Because I kind of feel like once night falls, I'm just going to go to the mall. I don't really want to do this right now. I'll do it. Intercom gives you a mind splicer kit. Intercom gives you a data card. Remember, do extraction exactly as specified, otherwise the bionic will self-destruct. Got any advice? You do know what a memory unit looks like, right? Matte gray, pill-sized, right in front of the corpus callosum. We suggest a forceps through the eye socket, shaking slightly, then slowly and carefully. Sounds good, thanks. I don't have any more job. That's great. I'm going to go, because you're useless. I really don't like that they didn't give me a reward. I kind of feel like instead of taking you to the trade menu, it should insert items in your inventory the way it did with the data card and mind splicer kit. Like, you could have easily just given me anything and I would have been happy. Like, if you'd been like, oh sure, here's some chocolate candy, I'd have been like, okay, I mean, you know, that's fine. But the fact that they gave me nothing actually really irritates me. But it is interesting. I haven't interacted with NPCs at all in this game. I'm kind of nice to have a little bit of direction. Do we know where on the map? How do we see where our mission is? I feel like it should display as an asterisk or a red caret on the side of the screen, but I don't see such a thing. Let's go to our missions menu. How do we toggle it as active? Target, -86, 103. Okay. -23. Okay, so we need to head left, 63, whatever that measurement of distance is, and down 20 something. So it should be, it kind of looks like it would be around the mall. I don't really know. I'm not sure why it's not showing up as an arrow. I bet if we move off, see in the lower left, as far lower left as you can go, you're not going to be able to see it on mobile, but there is a tiny red arrow pointing in that direction. Now it is gone. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's over here. This is the last place I could see it. Maybe it's supposed to be here. Distance to target 64. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about that right now. Right now, we're going to, I think, call the episode. But it's interesting. It's kind of nice to have direction because so much of Cataclysm is just do whatever you feel like doing. And although I feel like we're probably not super equipped to handle that, it's nice, you know, to kind of have an idea of what to do. I'm a little confused as to why our guy... Is that what the firefighter helmet looks like? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, maybe consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. And I, of course, will be back with more Cataclysm content in the near future. So I'll see you in the next one.